Chinese Valentine's Day is celebrated in the summer and is based on the legend of two star-crossed lovers, Niulang and Zhunu. It is sometimes called the story of the Oxherd and the Weaver Girl. The following version is but one adaptation of this tale. This story dates back thousands of years and has many connections to the night sky. This is the story of the Oxherd and the Weaver Girl. Long ago, there were 7 sisters who lived in the heavens. Each had a different responsibility. One of the sisters, Zhunu, was known as the Weaver Girl. It was her job to weave the clouds above. She wove the most beautiful of sunsets and sunrises. She used many different threads to create the different colors of clouds. Zhunu is represented in the sky as the star Vega, seen in the summer after sunset. Down below, on the earth, lived a humble and lonely oxherd. His name was Niulang. He tended the fields and took care of animals. One day he came upon a very large and very sick ox. Each day he would return and bring food to the ox, hoping he would be of help to the creature. One day the ox was on its feet, waiting for Niulang patiently. Niulang was very surprised to see the ox standing there. He was even more amazed when the ox began to speak. "Niulang," said the ox, "I am no normal beast. I was once an immortal who lived in the heavens, but was cast out. It is my punishment to live on the earth as an ox. You have been very kind. I have decided to repay you by helping you as you have helped me." In the skies above China, the ox is often represented in this part of the sky. The humble oxherd was amazed. Niulang and the ox walked back to his home and became good friends. The ox knew that Niulang was lonely and decided to help him. He spoke to Niulang about 7 sisters that lived in the heavens. The ox said that, on occasion, they were known to come to the earth, but only when the heavenly empress, their mother, would allow them to leave. The ox told Niulang where and when to find them by the river's edge. As soon as he went to the river, Niulang saw the 7 sisters. Yet his eyes were immediately drawn to Zhunu, the Weaver Girl. Zhunu saw Niulang as well and fell instantly in love with him. Zhunu and Niulang were inseparable. They stayed on the earth. Zhunu loved learning the ways of the mortals. In time, she and Niulang were married. Not long after, they had 2 children, a boy and a girl. Years passed, and the 2 were very happy. However, the heavenly empress eventually began to notice that the sunsets were without color and form. She went looking for the Weaver Girl but could not find her in the heavens. She looked to the earth and found her with Niulang. At that moment the sky opened and the soldiers of the empress came. They told Zhunu that they were ordered to take her back into the sky, and after a tearful goodbye, she obeyed. Niulang was heartbroken. He desired nothing more than to be reunited with Zhunu. It was then that the ox spoke again. "Niulang, as you know, I am no ordinary ox. I offer you this one last gift. My hide can be used to take you to the heavens." Niulang thanked the ox, grabbed 2 baskets for the children, and used the hide to fly high into the sky. As Niulang flew into the sky, he and his children began to appear as stars. Niulang appears as the star Altair, while his 2 children are on either side of him. He was not far away from Zhunu when the heavenly empress saw him and used her finger to draw a line across the sky. The line became the Milky Way, with currents as strong as a wide river. Zhunu and Niulang were separated by the strong divide. They were able only to stare at each other from either side of the Milky Way. Their hearts ached to see each other, but they were forever separated. People on the earth and those in the heavens were moved to tears by their sad story. Birds, known as magpies, were so moved by this that they flew into the sky to help. So many flew into the sky, they formed a bridge across the Milky Way. The Empress was so moved by this that her heart softened. Afterward, she would allow Niulang, Zhunu, and their children to be reunited once a year. And so began the Qixi Festival, one of several holidays where the people of China celebrate love. Magpies gather in late summer, signaling the reuniting of Zhunu and Niulang. To this day, in the summer after sunset, you can look for Zhunu, also known as Vega. On the darkest of nights, you can find the Milky Way as well. Niulang and his children appear as the bright star Altair and the two dimmer stars on either side. You can find the Ox not far away in the direction of Capricorn. It has been at least 2,600 years since this tale was first written down. Each summer after sunset, you can look to the sky, find these stars, and tell the story of the Oxherd and Weaver Girl, perhaps the oldest of star-crossed lovers.